hawak namin yung mismong impeachment complaint and the evidence that we have in this complaint.
Isang maleta lang.
Sa maliit. Wala yung
One, two, three.
Of the impeachment of President Marcos Jr.
Kati,
Join us. Our counsel is Attorney Ferdy Topacio. He's bringing our complaint. He's carrying our complaint. Una muna tayo, may camera dito sa likod. Dito ka.
ay, tayo.
Hawakan natin yung
Attorney Congressman Ching, Baras. Can we invite yung mga STP kasama natin sa PANA to join us here?
Tawagin mo muna.
Congressman Ching.
Division 7.
Colonel, hindi ka.
Secretary para si
Dito
Sir.
na ako cellphone.
Alam ko si Sylvester.
Sorry.
So, hawak namin yung mismong impeachment complaint and the evidence that we have in this complaint.
Isang maleta lang.
Sa maliit.
Walang lamang basura yung maleta, ha?
Baliktad.
Uy. Ano ba?
Hirap yan.
Thank you.
Video, magsalita kayo. Video.
Okay, let's start with the formal press conference. So, we'd like to ask everyone if you can please sit down. So, magsimula tayo.
Ang nais ko lamang pong sabihin, very briefly, ay the common thread that runs through all of these accusations is the policy of the present administration of bend the law. Why am I saying this? Some of this may not be included in the complaint, but in law, sa batas po, previous acts constitute pattern that will prove the allegations being made. Ano yung policy nitong administrasyon na to na bend the law, na napapunta kaya merong appropriated allocations na sinabi na ng Korte Suprema in the 2013 case of Belica na unconstitutional. Ito po, tingnan nyo kung paano binibend the law. Kaya dapat pong natigil na to by removing the president. Nakasasabi lang po itong mga kasama ko, yung kay Presidente Duterte. Ito pa, kung napansin nyo, even before that, for the first time in legislative history, mayroong committee hearing sa House wherein the council was physically prevented from advising his client. Ako yun, dun sa Quadcom. Again, for the first time in our country's history, yung rules regarding the appointments and consideration of the JBC, in-ignore. Anong ginawa? Pagka may kaso, di ba, hindi pwedeng consider ng JBC. Anong ginawa? Just for the case of Remulla, Boying Remulla, tinanggal yung rule na automatically docketed just to say na walang kasong docketed against Ombudsman Remulla para ma-appoint siya. Break the law na yun, hindi na bend na yun. Ano pa? Yung abuse ng administrasyon ng hearsay, nililin lang po ang taong bayan. Ang hearsay po sabi sa akin ni Jing, babaero daw, si General Garcia. Yun ang hearsay. Pinotektahan ko na nga si Jing. Pumalag pa kayo, pambihira naman kayo. Pero pag nakita ko mismo na ng bababae si Jing, ayan, ginaling ko na kay Jing. Hindi po hearsay yun. Kaya yung sinasabi ng hearsay si Saldi ko, hindi po. That is eyewitness testimony. Matibay po yun. Yung sinasabi nilang sineviste ay dapat i-authenticate yung Cabral files, mali po yun. Mali yung ginagawa ni Ping Lacson. By the mere fact that a person was placed under oath in the PRC hearing, at sinabi niya, nakuha niya yung kay Cabral, siya mismo. That is proper authentication under the law. Pero sasabihin nila hindi. By the mere fact that a member of the family ay sinabing out of her own personal knowledge na gumagamit ng droga ang Pangulo, hindi po hearsay yun. Wala pong hearsay doon. Si Gutesa, the mere fact na sinabi niya, nag-deliver siya ng pera kay Martin Romualdez, hindi po hearsay yun. Eyewitness account po yun. Bendalo na naman. Yung bribery ng mga kapatid na Remulla, inalokay sa bilyon, may interest mo yun. Attempted bribery yun. That is a crime. Ano ginawa nila? Pumunta sila sa media, sinabi nila, oy, may nag-attempt na mag-bribe sa amin, ayaw naman sabihin kung sino. Oh, they were sworn to uphold the laws and faithfully execute the same. Bakit hindi nila sinunod yung batas? Yung restitution na sinasabi nilang dapat mag-restitution. Ito, very tricky ito. I hope you will give me 5 minutes, Congressman. Alam niyo kung bakit tumututol po kami sa restitution? Ikikwento ko po sa inyo. Yun pong restitution, unang-una, wala po yun sa witness protection law. Pangalawa, yung restitution po, very tricky yun kung igagawin mo yung kondisyon for inclusion in witness protection. Bakit? Ako, nagnakaw ko ng 1 bilyon. Sabihin ko sa DOJ, boss, babalik ako ng 400 million. Iyo yung 200. Oh, Di 400 million ba ako? Witness protection, state witness, wala na akong criminal liability. Absuelto na ako. Ngayon, sinasabi ni Fadulyon, pwede daw mag-agree ang DOJ sa restitution kung anong amount. Hindi po pwede. Why? Allowing a person who stole from government to keep part of the loot is a contract that is contrary to public policy and therefore null and void. Hindi ko ka nagsabi niyan. Yan ay nasa civil code. Look it up. Kaya po, in order to recover ill-gotten wealth, yung sinasabi ni Boying na, pagtatawa na naman tayo yan. Hindi natin ma-recover. Binigyan agad natin ng immunity. Hindi po. Mali po si Boying dyan. Meron pong provision for civil forfeiture of ill-gotten wealth. Paano po? Ang Office of the Solicitor General ang magpa-file sa korte. Bakit po sa korte? Sapagkat hindi mo basta pwedeng sabihin, hindi pwedeng sabihin ng DOJ, ang ninakaw mo ay 500 million, 600 million. Kukunin namin. That is deprivation of property without due process of law. Who determines kung magkano ninakaw? Ang korte. Kaya sasabihin nila, mahirap sa korte. Hindi po mahirap. Unang-una, aside from the fact that that is the process provided for by law, kapag civil forfeiture po, there are 2 presumptions that are in favor of government. Number 1, the presumption that all assets over and above the legitimate income of a public official is presumed ill-gotten. Siya ang magpatunay na hindi ill-gotten. Number 2, since it is a civil suit, it is civil in nature. Preponderance of evidence lamang ang kailangan. Hindi proof beyond reasonable doubt. Kahit ma-absuelto yung tao, pwede pa rin kunin. Because it proceeds independently of any criminal action or graft, lumber, malversation, etc. against the erring official. Kaya po sa korte, ang mangyayari pag sinali mo yung restitution sa pasok sa witness protection, that is fraught with the danger of graft and corruption. Magkakatawaran yan. Kaya hindi po nilagay yung provision na yan sa witness protection. Kita nyo na. Pagkatapos, dinedefensa nila. Bakit? Gusto nilang, they want a piece of the action. O, di ba? Kitang-kita nyo eh. Kung bakit binibenta mo na naman yan. Oh. Doon sa impeachment, benta na naman kahapon lang. Oh. Can you imagine? Sinabi na sa Section 3, Rule 2 ng Rules on Impeachment, ang office of the SecGen. The SecGen is not the office of the SecGen. The SecGen does not exercise all the powers. The SecGen does not bring the powers of the office of the SecGen with him or her when they go abroad. At fundamental po with any office, any office in government, kapag umaalis yung hepe, may OIC. Bakit ayaw tanggapin ni Atty. Momoy? Salonga. Momoy ba? Hindi, Moy, di ba? Haifa? Okay, whatever. Hindi mo nakakuha yung, kasi namumutla kahapon kaya medyo hindi ko nanginginig Okay, anyway. Tayo ba pa nag-file tayo sa hukuman ng kaso, kailangan nandun yung juez? Kapag nag-file ba tayo ng appeal sa Office of the President, dapat nandun yung Pangulo sa Malacanang? Bakit ito? Kapag nag-file ka, kailangan nandun yung Secretary General? Huwag naman, di ba? Ganun siya makapangyarihan. So, ito po ang pattern na gusto namin i-break. You cannot ignore the law. You cannot bend the law. You cannot keep violating the Constitution and the laws without facing the consequences. Because as President, lahat po yan, ikaw ang may command responsibility. Sabi nga ni Roosevelt, di ba? Si President Roosevelt, meron siyang nakalagay doon sa kanyang desk, the buck stops here. Kahit ano mangyari, ako yan. Kung may credit siya yun. Kung may kasalanan siya rin yun, because he is the head of the executive department. And when he made an oath nung siya nahalal, sinabi niya, he made a solemn oath that it will be his duty to protect the Constitution and faithfully execute all laws. Kaya po meron ito na petition ito because hindi niya ina-execute ang law, ina-execute niya ang lahat ng tao na sumusunod sa batas. He is not only bending the law, he is breaking the law. Salamat po.
Siya peke.
Walang mga reya.
Plus, ito pa.
Yes.
At least, binuksan na.
Meron pa.
Wala yung
Ayan. Aaron.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Ngalay na ako, nakatiad ako eh.
Hindi ano, pero.
Masyado maliit. Nangangalay na yung sakong ko rito.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.